Think Santa is all about joy, gifts, and holiday cheer? What if I told you there's a darker side to this jolly figure? Across the globe, folklore tells of terrifying Christmas figures, like the shadowy horror Santa, who doesn't just visit children, he punishes them. Stick around as we uncover the chilling truth about Christmas's forgotten legends. When we think of Christmas, we imagine twinkling lights, cheerful carols, and the comforting figure of Santa Claus. But dig a little deeper into history, and you'll find something much darker. Before Santa became the iconic Coca-Cola mascot, Christmas was steeped in myths meant to terrify. These weren't just stories, they were warnings. For centuries, Santa Claus wasn't the only one visiting on Christmas Eve. He shared the holiday with figures that were far more sinister. Today, Santa is seen as the ultimate symbol of generosity, bringing gifts to children around the world. But why do some cultures pair him with creatures like Krampus, Belsnickel, or even the Yule Cat? The answer lies in history. Hundreds of years ago, winter was a time of danger. Crops had failed, food was scarce, and darkness seemed endless. These myths reflected that harsh reality, teaching lessons about morality and survival through fear. Take Krampus, for example. In Alpine folklore, this horned demon wasn't just Santa's helper, he was the punisher. While Santa rewarded the good, Krampus used chains and birch rods to discipline the naughty. And if you were truly bad, you wouldn't just get coal, you'd be dragged to Krampus's lair, never to return. But Krampus isn't the only terrifying figure tied to the holidays. In Iceland, there's the Yule Cat, a monstrous feline who prowls through snow-covered villages, searching for its prey. The catch? If you hadn't received new clothes for Christmas, you were fair game. Imagine the terror of a child in a poor family, knowing the Yule Cat might come for them. Then there's Belsnickel, a ragged, disheveled figure from German folklore. Unlike Santa, he didn't wait for children to behave. He showed up unannounced, whip in hand, ready to enforce the rules of the season. But these legends pale in comparison to the darkest of them all, Horror Santa. This isn't the Santa who rewards good behavior. This is the Santa who takes what he wants, and you'll never see him coming. The legend of Horror Santa is less well known but far more terrifying. In one version, he's described as a gaunt, skeletal figure, wearing a red suit that looks centuries old. His sack isn't filled with toys, it's filled with shadows, whispers of those he's claimed. They say he visits homes where the holiday spirit is missing, punishing those who've abandoned Christmas traditions. One chilling story comes from a remote village in Eastern Europe. They say Horror Santa appeared on Christmas Eve knocking on doors. Those who opened received no gifts, only a curse. By morning, half the village was gone, their homes left in eerie silence. Some say they heard faint bells in the distance, growing fainter with each passing year. These legends remind us that Christmas isn't just about joy, it's about duality, light and darkness, generosity and punishment. Whether it's Krampus, the Yule Cat, or Horror Santa, they all teach us a similar lesson. The holidays aren't just about receiving, they're about holding on to the traditions that keep the spirit alive. Which holiday horror legend gave you chills? Let me know in the comments. And if you're intrigued by the dark side of folklore, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. We've got more haunting myths coming your way.